Hey everybody, good morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night. I wasn't planning on doing this. I was done with the Ben Jackson thing, but some things happened over the last 2 days where I was like, all right, I'll do a final follow-up. And then something happened today, despite the fact that I was going to do this anyway. And let me pull this up real quick. So I had to write YouTube because after 3 failed attempts at getting my videos removed for privacy complaints, Ben Jackson has now filed a copyright infringement claim on the 3rd video, which is just an outright lie, like the majority of stuff he says. It's not based in any reality that anybody's living him but him, and I think he probably knows that too. So the video has been taken down. I'm actually filing a counter complaint right now, and I'm also sending YouTube all the information, all the emails and everything that Ben has been trying to get me to remove. So what he effectively did is he's not going to bring this to light, because now I'm forced to take all the stuff that he did not want the world to see and bring it forth to prove that he is libeling me. And just making false accusations across the board. I'll go ahead. Let me see if I can find this. I'll read this to you guys, what I got from YouTube. They said, due to a copyright takedown notice that we received, we have taken down your video from YouTube. The video titled Mega-Turd Part 3. You'll feel dumber having watched this. So I'm sure that this will be up in a couple days again, because this is bullshit. But this guy is a loser. He has nothing better to do with his life. He failed at the ways that he thought he was going to do it. And yeah, so here we are. So moving on, I'll get back into the parts of it that I was going to actually talk about. And I was just going to touch base on how we got to where we're at. I'm not going to be reading the emails. I just have a couple of excerpts here and some other things that are of note. So the first thing that I'll say is Ben is consistently, in fact, so right here we got, what is this? 7 times since March 17th, Ben has said that he would call the police in emails. 5 times he has directly threatened me. 4 times he's accused me of harassing him, despite the fact that, I'll write something, a response to him. He'll write 1 response. I don't get back to him. Then he writes 4 more emails after that, asking where I'm at and all this. So, so he's 4 times that he straight up said I was harassing him. And he at least twice has said that he's blocking me. And I feel like there was more times than that. But obviously that didn't happen, since he just couldn't resist writing more. But so what I want to do real quick here is I'm just going to go through the basic, the email structure, how this happened. It shouldn't take too long. On March 16th, I got an initial email from him that at 7:51 p.m. 1:47 in the afternoon, saying, hey, we're a band looking for a drummer and a bass player. We want somebody who's going to throw in on studio time and has a place where you can rehearse. And I basically said, my ad that you're responding to is a drummer for hire. It's got my rates, all that. Check out my website. But since we're already talking, how much money, and since you have a contract, may I see the contract? By 7:51 that night, so not even 6 hours later, he already calls me a douchebag and says I failed the audition, that we never even got to scheduling because he would not answer the actual questions. Moving on till March 17th, I asked him if he checked out the website, and he asked, why would I look at your website? Which, I said this in the other videos. If you're somebody looking for musicians and they offer a website that has their playing, their bio, and everything, wouldn't that be the very first step, is to check them out to see if they're even worth the time talking to them? I don't understand, any way around that. The guy tries to, multiple times, alludes to, why would I check out your website? That's not my job. Well, you're trying to hire people. In fact, in this case, you're not trying to hire people. You're trying to come have them do it for free. But it's totally unfounded. At 12:36 that same day, he says, I talk about, since he's insulting me, starting to lie about basic things, I told him, hey man, I'm just going to post this up on the internet if you want to be this way, so people avoid you. In which case he says, I'll post it its entirety. That's what Ben said at 12:36 email that he writes back. Then at 12:07, he says that he's going to tag me in every one of his posts to ruin my reputation. Then he says, I'll file a slander suit against you and sue the shit out of you. For what, man? I haven't named any one thing that I've lied about. Any one thing, period. So this goes on. The next morning, I wake up to an email at 7:55 in the morning. An email that finalizes with here's a big dick for you to suck. So obviously the day's starting out great. About 3:40, and this is why we're going through this. At 3:40, he writes that you're better at slanderous videos than playing drums. Sorry, but I don't feed the trolls. At this point, I've gotten probably 25 emails from him, to which I've written maybe 8 back, But here's the biggest thing. He then says, keep the videos up. I don't care. Then, that's at 3:40. Then at 4:10, a half hour later, you have no rights posting anything. Which is it, dude? You don't care and I can keep the video up? Or that I have no rights? Because you do realize that's a huge contradiction right there. Let's go ahead and say that he also, at the end of that, posts a bunch of dick pics. This is when the dick pics start. So this is where he really starts to escalate. Then 18 minutes later, he threatens 48 hours for me to remove the video. And then he goes on to mention how real men handle their problems and how they wouldn't do stuff online. They would get together and resolve their problems. And that's the point that I mentioned to him, I've already suggested you come and debate me on the podcast. Or since he claimed fictitiously to be a Navy SEAL, I pointed out, I'm a veteran. Let's get together and have a sparring. I did not threaten him. I said, let's have a sparring match. At no time did we say that we're going to have a violent altercation together. I was openly inviting him, which he of course blew off entirely. Then 6:30, so 2 hours after that, he writes, doxing is illegal, I'm calling the police. To which there was no doxing ever. This goes into those videos that he tried to get taken down for privacy issues, which those videos are still up on there, and now he had to file this fake copyright claim to get the third video taken down because he already filed on the first 2 and failed, so he couldn't do anything about that. And I'm just going to make this video, and the third one's going to come up after I file this claim. But here's the best part. So now, I didn't talk to him. I decided to let Ben go for a couple days. I had done the videos. We're fine. I'm moving on with my life. Then he writes a bunch of shit on the 22nd. In fact, March 22nd, Ben wrote me 22 emails that day. Not 22 overall, 22 emails on the 22nd of March. There's only one line of any substance in it that matters, and that's he writes, I didn't bother watching the videos. So now there's one of 2 huge glaring issues here. Either A, he's telling the truth, which means, so he knowingly lied about watching it and all the stuff he knows. He lied when he filed those claims because he doesn't know what was on the video. So he doesn't know if there was any privacy issues, right? So he has to acknowledge that, right? Or he's blatantly lying here that he did watch the videos, it pissed him off, and that's why he's going. So no matter what, the second one is a much smaller lie. But no matter what, you can see that this gentleman is a liar. Substantiated right there. He's a hypocritical liar. Ben, you are a liar. You're full of shit. And everybody sees it. Then I went ahead and blew him off for a couple days as I had work. I was busy. I had my podcast. But he's still writing emails. And then on the 28th of March comes the next one where I didn't get an email from him. Well, I did. I got emails. But the big one, My good friend, Mr. Harrison, wrote me an email and I should be putting this up on the page right now, showing Ben with a fake account. This man created a fake account specifically to slander me and libel me. And if you notice the account, let me pull it up right here so that I am 100% accurate with the part that I'm bringing up. So this account is Jennifer Ball, which states that she's in New York. Well, the funny part is there's another Jennifer Ball with the same profile that's from San Francisco that filed a fake libelous claim on Yelp on the Musicians Institute website where I used to work. It's been almost 3 years. It literally signed up the account that day, March 28th, filed the one, that's the only review they did at all. She never went to Musicians Institute. And again, the picture shows a woman, and even more pronounced on the picture is Ben Jackson. So maybe this is a woman that he's tricked into helping him. Otherwise, I think it's just a fake account that he created simply for the purposes of libeling me. I will go ahead. I'll have the links, or I'll have it posted up here, so you'll be seeing this. He did that. He did the Musicians Institute one. It's just... So this gentleman is just losing it. Everything is fake. So now I'm having to deal with getting the attorneys to look up, first of all, where he lives, and then what actions I can take against somebody who's making up complete fictional claims. I can't say it enough. Ben, you're an absolute liar. You refuse to give anybody the respect that you claim to deserve from everyone else. By this I mean, from the start, you wanted me to check out your websites to see if I'd be a fit for the band, but you answered my ad that has my website that says, hit me up if you think I'm a fit. You didn't do that homework. You didn't look up these videos that, you're making claims on. And now you're making direct, false claims on the internet to my contacts. And then, and let's finally point this out. One of your early emails, you mock me for, I don't know where you're at. I don't know your band name. I don't know anything about you. So you can do this from safety. So you can sit there and be a trolling liar with impunity because you're so worthless that nobody can find you if they wanted to. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to look up attorneys now and do this. So I'm going to cut this off here because we're getting close to 15 minutes. And I need to get back with YouTube and find out what's going on with this. So, again, I did not want to make this video. I was hoping that this dude would just kindly disappear into the cesspool that he lives in. Keep fucking his My Little Pony holograms or whatever he's doing, his crazy shit, and just leave the rest of the world alone. But I have to deal with it. So thanks for checking this out. Sorry it's so long. I'm going to assume that there will probably be another video coming up because I don't think he will be able to leave well enough alone. Or maybe I'll just conclude the outcome of this. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share. Hopefully I'll have better content soon. Check you later.